Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. To any of you guys watching at any point in this time, I just want to make it known that as a man, as a purpose-driven man, as somebody who is trying to create the future and the journey that they envision themselves doing, I want you to understand that you are doing this by yourself. You are going to feel an incredible loneliness. Alex Ramosi had a quote where he said,
"You don't fit in with your own friends, but you don't have the outcomes yet to fit into a new group of friends."
The friends you have now won't understand what you're doing, and you haven't done enough to make friends with the people that have already gotten there. So if you're also in this middle ground, as I am, understand that you are supposed to feel like this. You are supposed to feel like no one else understands what you are going through. You should be willing to get off the phone for a week, look back and only see a message from mom, your one homie, and random notifications. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you just see your mom checking in on you, your sister checking on you. That's it. That's it. I can almost guarantee you 99% of the friends that you have right now, if you were to not reach out to them first, you'll never get a text from them again. Simple as that. As I sit here and talk about that, you just have to be willing to go through it alone, because when you are able to find a purpose that you truly care for and aren't willing to let anybody else interrupt, then you'll know. You'll know you found your purpose. You will know when you have found your purpose, because there's nothing, nobody, no single thing that will be able to pull your full loyalty and your full attention toward that goal. Never. For me, there's people that have entered my life recently that, I've decided to put attention towards, but made it very clear to them that I'm on my purpose, I'm on my grind, and whether or not they're going to be there at the top isn't up to me. Because right now, this is you fighting. This is you fighting for the future that you wanted to see, that you want to come into fruition. Because when you give up on the fight and you go back to the comfortable life, the lifestyle that was put in front of you and said you should want this, you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel comfortable, you're going to feel like nothing's wrong. But deep, deep down inside, there's going to be that little voice in your head saying, what are we doing this for? Why aren't you chasing your dreams? And as you start to pay attention to that voice, it amplifies and gets louder and louder and louder. And all of a sudden, it's the only thing that you can think about. So don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Especially if you're young like me. I just entered my 20s. I entered 20 damn near a month and 2 weeks ago. I turned 20. And so far, I've already realized that, I have time, but only time for things that matter at this moment. So I have a tight friend group. I have a very small handful of people that I'm willing to talk to and willing to share my dreams with, because every time you speak your dream out to people that you don't necessarily care for or don't necessarily care for you, that's poison entering your system, and that's you speaking it into existence, and someone could steal your idea and run away with it. They may not do as well as you will do, but at the end of the day, they're still trying to take away the glory that's meant for you, that's given to you by God, that's blessed to you by the Lord. What this gets me to is think about the future that you want for yourself. Envision everything that you would be doing 5 years from now if you were the man that you wanted to be. I can already see it. You're training every day. You're working on that business every day. You're making big moves. You're meeting people all around. You're renting out penthouses every month. You're renting out that Lambo you've always wanted to drive. Think about that lifestyle. And I know it's not all about that. It's not all about that. You want to be happy. You want to be free. But money absolutely does get you those things. It does give you the freedom. I'm not saying use money as a gateway to run away from your problems. No, solve your problems. And if one of those problems happens to be money, you need to figure out a way to escape the current income that you're making now and level yourself up, because you know that you are not comfortable where you are. So you must change. You must do something about it. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you're not confident and you're not happy with what you're seeing, if that doesn't scare the shit out of you, then to be honest, there's no saving you. There's no saving you. You might just be stuck there forever, because you have to be so uncomfortable and so unwilling to live the life you're living now in order to actually progress and move forward and learn new things. You have to struggle. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to not be okay with where you are now in order to level up and become better. You have to. It is a must. Stop telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start next week. Every single day you tell yourself you're going to, I'll just wait tomorrow. And then it becomes a week. And then that week, I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week. And then you have a month. And all of a sudden a year goes by. And then you start to see those videos on Instagram telling you, I thought this was your year. I thought this was your year. It was always meant to be, but you let that slip, and that is on you. So stop letting your goals slip out of your hands and fucking do something about it. Deuces. Love y'all.